Welcome back to Worlds at War. Time again for us to share some of our work. Most of what you see here has actually been done for me to use for a change. I'm going to start with what I've called Hell's Highway Guards Attack. It's 2 platoons of guards with company command and 3 objective markers, all based in such a way that they can be joined together to create this little vignette that tells a story. The story of Hell's Highway. As you can see here, the attack is beginning past a captured and knocked out Panzer IV. The bailed out crew are being escorted to the rear. You've got the company command, platoon command, light mortars, Piats at the back, and on either side you have the 2 platoons. You can see a captured swim wagon there, some various fences, hedges, broken down fences, lots of shell craters, and a poor unfortunate soul whose motorbike wasn't quick enough to get him out of danger. That's the standard driver who's been altered a little bit. Handlebars cut away from the hands, legs lengthened a little bit, straightened a little bit, so he can be drooped over the handlebars. And here up front you can see a disabled Firefly which struck a mine. Just beside that is a team of engineers who have been called up to clear the way so that the attack can progress. Altogether it creates a nice scene which is great for presentation purposes. It takes a little bit of extra work, but you'd be surprised at how little extra work it actually takes, because most of what you're putting on there is going to go on there anyway. And here you can see right down the road and there you go, all put on magnetic bases too, just using the standard Flames of War magnetic bases, and neatly, securely kept in an old biscuit tin. Next we've got Romanian cavalry. Once again, these are for me. They're actually from my late war Romanians. Cavalry are a little bit daft in late war, but you can get so many guys in the Romanian army that an extra unit of mobile troops for your foot sloggers can be very useful when you are in a mobile battle, or you need to rush something in from reserve. Now these have been depicted running down a slope and then jumping over a small stream, the stream being created with the Vallejo water effects. It creates a real feel of movement, as you can see. Took a little bit of time to build up the bases, a little bit of time to do the waterworks, but not much more than that. So once again, I think you'd find it to be a well worthwhile way to do your bases. And I'm also finding just now that the lighter the basing material used, the flock or the static grass, the better the result seems to be. Here you can see in the river there's various bits of rubble, and you can see oil drums leaking oil into the stream. Little bits and pieces of odds and ends you find in your bits box scattered around the bases. Creates a nice scene, tells a little story, but just as with the Hell's Highway Guards attack, you can split it up and you've got perfectly usable bases to use in your games. You can see where the unfortunate Panzer IV met its end. This old war-weary veterans fought its last battle, and from now on it will just be getting used as an objective marker in my games. And here we've got some Bulge Armour working on. First of all, King Tiger, done in ambush camo. The dots turned out a bit bigger than I planned, I have to admit that. But still very neat and consistent in size, which is quite important. Otherwise you end up with a bit of a starscape, you know, lots and lots of different points all over the place. And then we have some Panther Gs. These have been quite heavily weathered. I kind of went to town on the weathering with them. To be honest, I don't know that it's necessarily the best thing to do in a tank of this scale. And then these big bad boys, the Yard Tiger. 4 of these, a Pioneer platoon, 2 mobile wagons and air support. And that's your company. It's actually quite fun to play with, but you shouldn't have very high expectations. People just run around the side of you and shoot you. So you have to use it in a very particular way and get your company command and second in command to do all the dangerous work. Because you'll be losing platoons pretty quick, because 1 Yard Tiger equals 1 platoon in this setup. If you search for Panzer Schule on Facebook or Worlds at War on Pinterest, you'll find lots of still pictures of everything you see here, and lots more as well. So we'll be back again soon with some more work. In the meantime, happy gaming. Speak to you all again soon.